Our climate is in danger. We are in danger. And some people don't care enough to see that. We are very passionate about climate change. Climate change isn't a theory. It is not a matter of left or right. And it's not something we made up to stop you from making billions. And it's not something you can hide from anymore. Because change is coming. And if you don't acknowledge it, then it will affect everyone. So now you have no choice but to listen. So listen. Buildings are collapsing because the permafrost is melting. Homes and towns are being destroyed and torn up from hurricanes getting stronger. Entire species are going extinct because people don't care enough and they burn down their homes. These are only some of the reasons why we are striking.
We're the adolescent community from Prairie Hill Learning Center, and we're the first wind and solar powered school in Nebraska. We do a variety of things different than other schools that help the environment.
In the adolescent classroom, there's a glass-covered hole in the wall. Behind the glass is a bale of straw. We call this wall the truth wall. It shows what our building, which is called the Earth House, is really made of. Straw, clay, and for the ceilings, ripped up jeans. This helps keep the room insulated. Because of the insulation, we don't need as much air conditioning, which saves power.
The Earth House building is not only made of straw and clay, but it has most of its windows on the south side. It's called passive solar. That means in the summer it gets less direct sunlight, and in the winter it gets more direct sunlight. That saves a lot of energy. And the less energy we use, the less CO2 there is.
At Prairie Hill, we think climate change is very real and needs to be stopped. Some ways we help are solar panels on our building and wind turbine in our prairie. We have saved around 62,000 pounds of CO2 just by using our solar panels. It is important to help fight climate change any way you can. Climate change is real, so get protesting.
Right now, we are going through the 6th mass extinction, and humans are to blame. Homes are disappearing, so we're taking action. We're striking because politicians aren't listening to the scientists who are telling them to do something. We're striking so politicians are scared of losing support, and they need that push in order to help the planet. In 12 years, the effects of climate change will be irreversible. It will take a lot of our money and effort, but the change in our lifestyles needs to happen. That's why I'm joining an international strike on September 20th. They can't ignore us anymore.
At Prairie Hill, we don't have meat. We get fresh produce from our garden and orchard. We also get eggs from our chicken coop. We have the kids help plan and make menus to engage them in things they wouldn't usually be engaged in. The fact that we don't eat meat at school helps with all the methane going into the air because of how many animals are bred, killed, and sold as meat. Methane traps heat in our atmosphere the same way CO2 does, and cow or hog farms make a lot of both. So, if we can get as many people as we can to reduce the amount of meat they eat, it'll help the environment quite a bit.
Our climate is dramatically changing all the time because of humans' irresponsible actions towards the earth. We have a lot of facts, and we need to prove to the politicians that this is a huge problem that they need to be attentive towards. If we continue thinking of this as a minor problem, the earth will no longer be habitable. Many people's homes have been destroyed from the Brazilian government's lack of care. It is too late to disregard this for any longer. We must take action now, and we are. On September 20th, we are all going on a strike to march in our cities to bring attention to this. If we don't fix this, our earth, our home, will be gone. There is no planet B.